So I was just wondering if you can give me a number for standalone EBITDA per ton, because I quite didn't have the time to go through the entire release. And also, if you could let us know, with the export duty kind of thing coming in and the correction which is happening through the entire steel prices that has already played out until now, what kind of bearing would that have on your overall margins?
As far as JSW Steel is concerned, you must have seen the numbers. So the EBITDA in absolute number. So there is a growth of 1% on a consolidated basis, quarter on quarter, 9,184 crores. But if you look at EBITDA per ton on a consolidated basis, was 15,336 rupees per ton, which is lower by 4,300 rupees per ton. So the average NSR, or blended NSR, on quarter basis, it came down by 3%, as I have been stating, that the international steel prices have come down. In line with that, even Indian steel prices have come down in the last quarter, which you would see on a blended basis the impact of 3% on the NSR. And at the same time, the costs have gone up, which we have guided in the previous quarter that the coking coal prices will be higher by at least $50 per ton, whereas in the last quarter it went up by $52 per ton. So that impact was there in the last quarter. That's why the costs have gone up by 3%. So one side NSR has come down, another side there is a reduction there is an increase in the cost. So both together had an impact of, on a consolidated basis, 4,300 rupees per ton of EBITDA. But the EBITDA per ton was much lower compared to quarter on quarter basis. But the volume growth, as I mentioned to you, is a sizable volume growth we have achieved. It is 31% growth in sales volume. We have achieved 95% of our yearly guidance we have given in the last year. So with that, we were able to maintain the absolute amount of EBITDA like that of last quarter, and also showed a growth of 1% in spite of fall in selling price and in spite of increase in the cost.
Sure. So this 15,000 rupees per ton that you stated on consolidated basis, EBITDA per ton number for this quarter, how much do you think would you be able to do in Q1? You think there are more cost pressures now building in, and the export realization which is expected to sink in? What kind of hit are you anticipating?
So we never give guidance on the EBITDA. The EBITDA is anybody's guess. What happens to steel prices, we don't know what happens in the evening. So that is the kind of situation. Therefore, it is very difficult to say EBITDA per ton goes up or down. What we can tell you is we have given the guidance for the current financial year, the volume guidance, both production and sales. We are saying we will achieve 25 million ton of crude steel production and 24 million ton of sales, volume of sales in this year. So that will translate into 16% growth in volume of production and 20% growth in volume of sales. So we will achieve these volumes. So as we had maintained in the last quarter, the absolute amount of EBITDA, in spite of fall in selling price, in spite of increase in the cost of production, cost of production, so we were able to maintain absolute amount. So next year also, we will have a change in the product mix, that we have more of downstream products and we have higher volume growth. Both together, we will try our best to maintain the EBITDA levels. Not EBITDA per ton, we don't know that.